Hi, friends. This week I have with me Nikhil. You've met Nikhil in our previous episodes, and in this week we've got Bhupendra from Bangalore SHG. Uh, Bhupendra, can you quickly introduce yourself?
Okay. First of all, thanks, Praship, for this wonderful opportunity. I am as Krishif had told about me. I have been part of TISA social media mainly. Uh, Apart from that, I had done my masters in fashion technology also. So this is a short about me. Yeah, thanks.
Uh, Bhupendra is one of the core volunteers, and and uh, uh, and all I want to say is that you're doing a great job, and you're always coordinating and communicating about upcoming hangout sessions, and also your one more thing is that Bhupendra sir is always quite reachable. He always he's quite quick at responding, sir. Amazing communication skills. Okay, so on that positive note, I want to start today's Q&A session with the two people who I consider as seniors in our community. So, my first question is, how has joining a community of connecting with various PWS people uh, changed your life? So I'm gonna quickly share my first experiences. Basically, I joined this community when lockdown started, and initially I used to just participate in uh, in the hangout sessions that we used to have every evening. And slowly I started to build confidence, and then a few months into it I took that step and I started hosting sessions. And my confidence now, especially in front of strangers, my the thoughts that I got uh, prior to joining this community have completely changed. I don't see them as people are going to think about me or judge about me. That fear thing has kind of gone, has almost vanished. Now I'm working a little bit on my nervousness, on making myself comfortable, which I've learned from Nikhil. He always makes himself comfortable in various situations, and that is something that I've learned from Nikhil. Thanks to you.
Thank you.
Um, so now I would like Nikhil to share your experience of joining a community and how that has changed your life.
Okay. Okay, Kashyap. So it was around in the year after my engineering finished. I always found alone, that I was the only person who used to have this block, who used to uh, stammer in life. I used to feel like that, But in the year 2013-14, after joining TISA, where I found that there are many people who also have this kind of issue like me, also face the same kind of uh, stammering problem like me. So I found that it's a wonderful community, where you get to share your thoughts, whatever feelings you have inside your mind with your fellow stammerers, and that's the best feeling, one can get. So like today I have with me Krishi and Bhupendra with me, who are also like me, who also have who also face this issue of stammering. So that kind of loneliness feeling which I was having earlier, it's been like completely vanished, after joining TISA. That's the best feeling one can get. And there are so many people around the globe who also stammer like me. And that's the best feeling one can get. At whatever thoughts, nervousness, ideas, whatever feeling I had in my mind, I can share this with my friends and with my family. I can say TISA is a big family. The Indian Stammering Association is the family of people who stammer, and I consider this as my second family. After my own family, in the last 7 to 8 years, that has given me so much happiness, so much that's brought in my life. So much change has brought in my life that I really owe to TISA for everything. That has made me in the last 7 to 8 years. Has brought me like so many things, like self confidence, self aspirations. There's so many other things just which because of TISA has brought inside me. So I will just say this thing to everyone that don't feel anything. You have a big family like TISA. You can believe, you can share whatever you have. You can call anyone. You can do different hangout sessions. You can host. You can be a part. You can be a member. So just think that we all are there for you. So don't feel nervous. Don't feel anything. Just come ahead. Be a part of TISA. Help us with you, and we are always there for you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, you're right. We are a big family, and we are there to support each other. Uh, I'd like to know what are your thoughts, Bhupendra sir?
Yeah. So Kushi, first thing I can totally relate with whatever Nikhil has told. As he told, it's a family. The similar way, we term it I have been talking with a Chad Goldstone. She is in part of AIS, American Institute of Stuttering. So she had used a term called Stamley. Like instead of family, she to use the term Stamley. So this is a family of a people. Um, so uh, where we celebrate the diversity. So when I was back to my college days, when I was new about the concept of stammering and everything, I was really feeling alone. That is it? Am I alone? Who stammer? So this create a void in me that okay, so I'm the only one who stammer. Then I connected with a WhatsApp group of TISA. At the time, we are having a WhatsApp group. It's around like 2014 or 2012. I just completed my 12th after that. So I have joined one group. I just get to know, see, there are so many people. I think Nikhil is senior to me in TISA, I will say. So there are so many of people who are like joined this group. So they kept sharing my experiences out there. And I see that people are having similar experiences. Like suppose if I am having an issue while going to a bus and saying, asking for a ticket. So the similar thing is faced by Nikhil also, and similar thing faced by Krishiv also. So I found that like there's so much of similarity between so many of people. Then I get to know that there are around 12 million people in India who stammer. There are around like 1% of people in the world who stammer. So this is a wide family, and when I forward my journey in TISA, I think I become proud of this, become part of the family, because what we say in TISA that it's a diversity, like not a disability, but it is a diversity. We should be diverse, that we are having something different, and we should be happy about it, and we should celebrate it. So that's all I can tell. Yeah, thanks, Kushi.
Yeah. thanks, Bhupendra, for mentioning some of the statistics that over 1% of people worldwide they have some form of a scammering, and you both are completely right on the part that we are a big family, we are there for each other and we support each other. And even I used to think, because in my friends, family, school, college, anywhere, I used to never find one person who's got the same way of speaking. Everyone was so perfect that you get to see uh, your imperfections with a magnifying glass, that they're so big. But no, there are so many people just like you, just like you, just like me. So now I don't feel uh, loneliness from a PWS point of view. Wow, wow. Okay, now I would request Nikhil, you can ask a question. You can ask any question. Over to you.
So, hi, Krishi and Bhupi. So I would like to know first from Krishi that see, we always, I've seen people who stammer, we always complain, about something or other, कि मेरा काम नहीं हुआ or something like that, means I want to ask you as a person who stammer, have you achieved something because of your stammering, means where you like where you must have achieved in your college days or in your school days, uh, like must have got some privilege or some prestige, because of you being a PWS, like.
Well, to be frank, in my school, in my college, I never got any privilege when it comes to verbal verbal exams, orals, like we have orals. Most of my studies have most of the exams were written. So from that perspective, I never really got. From my school friends, college friends, I never really got a support system. So, but today I can consider myself privileged to meet people like Nikhil, Bhupendra, especially Sachin sir, because if I never had stammering in the first place, I would never meet people like you. I would never meet people like Sachin sir. And the whole fact, the one thing that I feel we all are privileged is that we that our minds are very sharp and we think faster. We think so fast. The only problem is that we can't communicate at the same speed. We think fast, but we need to speak slow, and that is where from one of the TISA members, I got to know about Vipassana meditation. So I've just started doing lots of meditation to take one thought, one sentence, one word at a time and concentrate on that instead of thinking very fast and then, so that is something that I'm privileged by all the support, by the support system that I have got.
Nice one, Rishi. So, Bhupendra, I would like to ask you, as a person who is stammering in life, okay, uh, what are the achievements you have achieved in life? You know, like means which because of which you would always like to owe to stammering. That because of this stammering, I have achieved so much in life. Would you like to uh, uh, share your experience about that?
Okay. So, Nikhil, I got your question. So, as for like, I will say the achievements what I got with the stammering. So, I will say that I have cleared many GD rounds because before joining the TSAM, I was like a little. I think that I can never pass any interview or any group discussion round or something. But like after joining the TSAM, I have been participated in many GD rounds. I have cleared many interviews. Then I have got to like a college NIFT, which is like known as a prestigious college in a country for the fashion studies. Then I will say that the TSA helped me to become a leader. It given me a leadership skills also. So that is the one thing. I have also worked for the social media part of TISA. So that helped me to know a different thing about me, that I'm also good in graphics and UI and UX also. So I'm learning that also. So I will just say one thing, that TISA like is really helped me to be who I am today. So in that thing, the TISA has really helped me a lot.
Nice one, Bhupen. Nice one. Nice. Yes, Rishi, over to you.
Yeah. So now I request Bhupendra, you can ask a question to myself and Nikhil. Nikhil.
Okay. Okay. So I just didn't come up with a question, but I will still ask the question. First from the Krishif, uh, like we always think that stammering is a problem for us. Okay. So what do you think that what kind of change is required in the attitude to deal with the stammering? That we should use techniques, we should change our attitude, we should use techniques, or what? What is your approach towards the stammering in this way? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. So basically, my approach is that there's a fear, in your mind, in Nikhil, in my mind, in everyone's, that speak. We can't speak fluently. We can't speak like normal people. So I have spent most of my life in this poor mindset. This is actually the mindset of poor people, to say, no, this can't happen, that can't happen. Things changed when I joined, when I went to Bangalore for a speech therapy course, and TISA has just further, pushed me. I could never imagine having a podcast session. I could never imagine being a YouTuber. Uh, the other day, I just want to share one experience. The other day, Sachin sir, he said, just go and talk to strangers and tell them that you scammer, and ask them what do they think about people who stammer. And you'll be surprised to know I was very nervous, but I just went for it. I met two girls, and the first thing that I asked them, what do you think? How do you perceive people who stammer? And they said that they don't really uh, pay so much attention to the way we speak. They all they want to know is what we are trying to say, what is the message, and that is what they want to know. And then I asked, that uh, do you do you think that people with scampering, would you treat them in a different way? They said absolutely not. They said like they are just normal people. They have a little bit of difficulty, so you need a little more patience, but they don't see that uh, as a great communication barrier, not at all. And that day I just broke this myth for myself, and I want to share this to y'all, that people don't care about if you have so many blocks. They are not counting your blocks. They just want to know what you are trying to say. If they can understand whether you say my name is Krishiv or whether you say I'm Krishiv, they just want to know your name. They just want to know your message. And stop overthinking about it. If you fear speaking, then go speak. Do what you fear. Practice makes one perfect. I hope that wasn't a very long answer, but yeah.
Yeah.
I would like, yeah.
Yes, Kashif. So I will tell like your answer is really like I like the answer. The first thing, why? Because you have told about the acceptance, and you have told one like that we don't need to count. No one is counting our blocks. That on how many words uh, I've blocked or something. No one is counting it. Everyone is want a simple kind of life. They want to just listen what you want to ask, and they want to reply. So we have to keep the thing simple, because what happens sometimes, we think that okay, I will use this technique or I will use this. Yes, techniques are having their own benefits, but we don't need to go much in that all things. We have to keep the thing simple. We want to convey our message, just simply say it. The other will receive it and they will reply. Okay. So I so thanks Krishi for your answer. Yeah.
And just one more thing, as Nikhil and I we spoke, just have faith in yourself and your speech, that it won't be perfect soon, but one day there will be. One day you'll reach that stage, and till you don't get to that stage, you just have to walk. Don't run, don't crawl, just walk. And and try to make your speech effortless. Now I am also trying to put so much, but in reality, just keep it effortless, and it will all go very smooth. Over to Nikhil. Nikhil.
Yeah. Okay. So, Upendra and Krishi, like you both have answered this, like this question really very like, wonderfully well. So I would like to share my experience about these thoughts. So I always like believe it's like it's very important what you're speaking and not how you're going to speak. For example, when you're going for an interview, okay, so in front of the interviewer, you should always remember that the interviewer is a normal person, who is doing his duty of asking questions to you, and your duty is to give the answers. You should not think what the interviewer is going to think about you. Whatever answer uh, you have to say that answer. That is the most important thing. And in any interview, knowledge plays a very important role. If you have good knowledge, you can get any job in the world. Remember that. You can get any job. You can become a engineer, doctor, pilot, anything, or you can go to the army. Whatever dreams you have in your life, that dream you have to achieve it. So as a PWS, as a person who is stammering, we should not uh, we should always achieve our dreams, whatever we have in mind. That is the most important thing. We should not consider uh, stammering as a barrier, and uh, think that you can't achieve your dream. No, you have to achieve your dream despite stammering. That will make your uh, uh, confidence reach at a very high level, and you should just be a normal person, and you have to answer all the questions whenever you're whenever you go for an interview. You have to speak your mind out in front of the interviewer. You just treat him or her as a normal person, and answer all the questions. And always remember that you have to achieve your dream. Whatever dreams you have to achieve that despite stammering. It's okay to stammer. अगर मैं ऐसे बात करूंगा, it's okay, because the most important thing is to bring your knowledge out. You have to speak your mind in front of the interviewer or in front of anyone. Even if you're like going out and talking to a stranger, you have to tell your weakness. You have to make your weakness your real uh, strength. You have to make that. That is very important in life. So just be normal as you are, and see, there are like a different uh, techniques, like bouncing or prolongation. So these techniques you can use, but at the end, the most important thing is acceptance. Without acceptance, you can't use any techniques in life. So you have to accept your stammering. The most important thing is to be happy about yourself. Be happy, be comfortable about you from inside, and be so the most important thing is self. I'm self-satisfied, self-acceptance, self-happiness. So all these things play a huge role, and with that you can always achieve your dream. So for all the people who are stammering, don't care about your stammering. Just whatever dreams you have to achieve your dream. You have to go out, you have to speak out. Whatever you have in mind, you have to speak out. And always important, make sure that the most important thing is your knowledge. There's nothing greater than your knowledge. So just be comfortable, be happy about yourself. Thank you.
Wow, that was, he they kill you, your voice, your voice just, it goes straight here. But one thing that I've noticed about Nikhil is that, uh, he'll first answer your question, and then towards the last part, he'll be like, you have to do it, you have to. So even you feel it, even you feel that कि अरे नहीं, he's saying it and he's saying it with this conviction. तो नहीं यार, मतलब it makes sense. And that is something that, um, that is the level of confidence that one gains after, joining, and not just joining, participating in sessions. We've got a massive open online course, and now, in fact, next week, uh, want to let all of you know that there's a national conference happening next week, where PWS people have the perfect opportunity to face uh, your presentation skills, because trust me, we all, even the best of best, when it comes to giving a presentation, we all get a bit nervous. But this is the perfect opportunity for you to give a 10-minute uh, presentation. So please join our Telegram group and do participate in this face more challenges. Okay, I would
Yes.
like to know some final thoughts from Bhupendra. Let's start with Bhupendra.
Okay, fine. As you had mentioned about the national conference, so yeah, I wanted to just share something with the people who are listening it. So this year the NC is going to be in virtual mode. Usually we are having in-person meetings of people. So what is going to be happen that we are calling the people from all around the world who will having some sessions. So a person who will be joining it having so much to learn from it. We are, as Krishi mentioned, we are having a presentations also. Like you can present your slides there in front of many people. Like they might be around 500 people or 1,000 people also. So you will get a chance to showcase your talent in front of so many people. Okay, and and you will like there will be many sessions like the breakout rooms are there. Everything will be going to there. So you will really enjoy the meetings. I can assure you. Regarding the final words by me, so I think that I consider this traveling as a gift to me because if I don't do this, I never got the communication skills I have in my life. So moreover, I think it as a gift to me. Yeah. So this is all I can say.
Okay. Oh wow. Uh, 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 that's a great way to put. You know, we all have a gift. You know, and stammering is something that makes us unique. Like some people have two thumbs. You know that they consider themselves as lucky. So we've got our own. They've got their own. Uh, what are your final thoughts, Nikhil? Nikhil?
Sure. Yes, yes. Krishi, thanks. So I can just say, stammering is like my uh, is uh, just like me. It is there inside me. So you can say it is my soul. You can say. I consider that as my soul. See, that means like without stammering, I can't be there, and I'm there for my stammering. Both are like inclined to each other. You can say both are the two sides of the same coin. Me and my stammering.
Okay, wow, that's again, that is something, to take away that, don't try to run away from it. You are the stammering. So just be calm and try to be uh, just try to be as effortless as possible and don't think about it all the time. There are so many things about you, the way you look, the way you're, the way you dress. There are so many things to your personality. Don't just focus on, oh, I speak like this. It's okay. Each person has their own individuality, and you should respect theirs, and even they should respect yours. Okay,
Absolutely.
so on that note, thank you so much,
Thank you, Krishi.
Nikhil from Mumbai SHG, and Bhupendra from Bangalore SHG for uh, joining us. And guys, please participate in the National Conference 2020. It's uh, it's going to be a grand event, and the best thing is that it's all going to be virtual. So, keeping your safety and security in mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishi.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you,
much.
Krishi.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.